Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlogs. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me this morning, talking tech, talking cameras, whatever it might be. But it's all about the conversation, right? The information that I give you is semi-valuable, but what's more valuable is those comments below. All right, check out those comments. There's so many people that watch my videos that are so much smarter than I am. Check out those comments. There's a lot of great information that you can learn down there. So today's going to be a Canon day. We're going to be talking about the Canon EOS RP. Now, is that what it's going to be called? Most likely, but we really don't know. It's the next version of the R, but it's going to be a lesser version, supposedly a little bit lesser in quality. Now, we understand that it's going to most likely be similar to the Canon EOS 6D Mark II. Now, originally we thought that it was going to have the same sensor as that 6D Mark II, which is a 26 megapixel, but we've heard recently that it will have a brand new sensor, a 24 megapixel sensor. So that is kind of interesting because we want to see something new out of Canon. What they do, I don't know. How is the sensor going to be? We don't know, but at least it's going to be new, which is great. They also said that it's going to have a Digix 8 processor, which makes sense. And of course, the legendary dual pixel AF, right? Dual pixel AF is what they've kind of bet the farm on, and it's been doing well for them. So it will be in this camera. Also, it's going to have a fully articulating back panel. A lot of people want it, so they put it into their cameras. I wish a lot of other companies would put that fully articulating back panel into their cameras, but they don't. Why? I don't know. Anyways, next, single card slot. It makes sense. A lesser version. I wouldn't expect them to have 2 card slots in it, so it will have 1 card slot. Most likely it'll be an SD card slot. It will also shoot at 5 frames per second, what the rumors say. Now, that makes sense also. We're not going to see anything that's going to be motoring extremely quick because it's going to be cheaper in price. We'll get to the price in just a second. Now, it will also have the touch bar removed and possibly even an extra dial put up at the top of it instead of having that little LCD. We don't know as of yet, but that is a possibility. But they're pretty sure that that touch bar is going to be removed. Some people really didn't like it. Some people do. For me, I would rather have the joystick on the back. So maybe that will continue down the EOS R line. Just remove that touch bar. They tried it, didn't work. Get rid of it. I don't know. We'll see. But supposedly it will not have a touch bar. Now, it will also have USB-C for both data transfer and charging. And of course, continuous power. So you can have your camera powered at all times just simply with a USB-C connector, which is good. Also, it's going to have, which is interesting, both mic jack and headphone jack. So this could end up being that vloggers type of camera, especially on the price. Wait for it. Next, 4K. The last time we saw 4K, like on the Canon EOS KISS or the Canon EOS M50, they did a crop and then another crop. They did like a double crop. It was a cropping mess. Okay, so supposedly they didn't do that this time. This is a full frame mirrorless camera, but it's going to have a single crop once you go up to 4K 30p. So it will be APS-C crop. Now, that makes sense. Most other companies are doing the exact same thing. So not bad. I'm not going to complain about that one bit. Also, they say that it's going to have log, Canon log, and it was going to have a clean HDMI data output. So that is really cool to be able to have that clean HDMI 4K out or 1080p out to be able to record. I like it. I like that a lot. So the price. Come to find out, originally we thought the price was going to be about $1,500 to $1,600, but now we're seeing $1,300 as that magic number. Now what's kind of interesting here is that $1,300 is the exact same price as the Canon 6D Mark II. So it's even more akin to this 6D Mark II. Where does the 6D Mark II fit in once this comes out at that $1,300? I don't know. We'll have to see. Obviously, it's a DSLR, a little bit more rugged body and whatnot, but we will see. Also, the way I look at this is that this will be the lowest price full frame mirrorless camera on the market. Now, why is it important? Well, to me, it's important because the EOS M50 or the EOS M Kiss overseas is their cash cow. It's their money machine. It's their ATM. All right. They've sold more mirrorless cameras than anyone on the planet. Why? Because of the EOS Kiss or the EOS M50. And that being said, I told you a couple of videos back, I think that either they're going to go really high end and do like a pro version, okay, or they're going to go really low end, one way or another. And I said it would probably make sense that they would go lower end because that's where their money is, their bread and butter. The pros, okay, by the 2020 Olympics, maybe they'll come out with the pro body of the EOS R. And they probably will. But for now, I can see them going with this lower end machine. It just makes sense. $1,300, full frame, mirrorless. The only thing full frame mirrorless, what was it? Like $19.99, I think, Sony, the A7 III. So this would be a big, big difference in price. Now, quality, we don't know. Now, the other thing that we want to talk about is lenses, because lenses are very important for every system. Now, there's 8 lenses that will be out in 2019. 5 of them have already been leaked, and 3 of them we have not a clue what they are. But the 5 lenses which we know of are the Canon RF 15-35 f2.8L, and that is an IS, image stabilized. The Canon RF 24-70 f2.8L, that is also IS, which is image stabilized. The 24-240 f4-6.3, that's obviously a kit lens, also image stabilized. And the 70-200, which we all need, also f2.8 L glass, IS, which is image stabilized also. And finally, the 85mm, most likely macro 1.2. Now, that is also L, but it's not image stabilized. That's going to be a beast, in my personal opinion. F1.2, I mean, you're going to get that buttery feel behind your subject, right? It's going to be really, really nice. And I'm going to guess pretty expensive, but maybe not as expensive as some of the Panasonic glass that we were talking about the last video. Anyways, we'll see how that all fares. So once again, you got a 15-35, the 24-70, a 70-200, a 24-240, and the 85mm. So you have a nice little well-rounded 5 lenses, and we have 3 more that will be coming that we have no idea what they are. They could be maybe a really extreme telephoto, maybe another macro, or maybe even a prime 50, like a quick 50 is what I would do if I was them. But I'm not them. So that's really a good amount of glass to come out with in this specific year. And then, of course, the roadmap is going to show another 10 plus guaranteed for 2020. This all kind of being said, looking at this camera, I have a feeling that if this all comes to pass, just the way this is, and it is going to be a $1,300 version of like a Canon 6D Mark II, okay, or a lesser version of the Canon EOS R, a full frame mirrorless that comes to market at $1,300 body only, less than that $19.99 of Sony, probably with a lens, maybe this kit lens, that 24-240. It's going to be a big deal, guys. That will be a big deal. Now, Canon has got a lot of things wrong. They've been doing a lot of things wrong, and they leave a lot of stuff out, and they neuter their cameras altogether most of the time so that they don't cannibalize their other lines, especially their C-Series, their professional video line. That being said, this could really be something special for them, especially since we know that their KISS or their EOS M50 is their bread and butter. And that's where people are just coming into the Canon line. That low cost is what people are looking for. Now, obviously, the price is going to be close to double what they would pay for their M series camera, but it's going to be identical to what someone would purchase the 6D Mark II for, which was more like a prosumer type body. So we'll see what ends up happening. If this does come to pass, it could give a little bit of a run for Sony's money when it comes to their A7 Mark III. Especially that this could be that vlogger's dream camera with a 4K clean HDMI output. Of course, APS-C crop on that, but maybe the 1080p doesn't have a crop. That would be nice, right? So where do you stand with it? Do you think this could be that next M50 or next KISS for overseas people? Could this be that camera that actually just elevates Canon once again to the top with that full frame mirrorless sales? So what do you think? I want to hear from you in the comment area below. Let me know, is this a camera that you're interested in? Do you like the specs? Is it something that you would upgrade or downgrade to? What do you think about it in whole? Now, the announcement date is supposed to be right around Valentine's Day, February 14th. We don't have anything in stone as of yet, but figure right around that time. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget the comments. Put them down there. Let's discuss it. And as always, if you enjoy my content, please throw me a big thumbs up. That would be stellar. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you can get all my content when it becomes available, and click the bell icon so when it is available, you will be notified of it immediately. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools that I've invented for you and me over the years, and hopefully there's something there that you might like, and if there is, please pick it up and support me. That's it, guys. I'm out of here for yet another vlog. Happy shooting. Take care.